principle that all people are born with unalienable right to freedom. Whereas human trafficking is a form of modern-day slavery that includes forced labor, sexual exploitation, debt bondage, and forced marriage by use of force or fraud. Whereas human trafficking is the fastest growing organized crime in the world today, we recognize that it happens right here in Dothan, Alabama. Whereas human trafficking is a billion-dollar industry with 29.8 million people held in slavery all around the world. Whereas throughout the month of January, we joined together with federal, state, and local agencies, international, nonprofit, and private industry to bring awareness to this horrific trade and make a stand to eradicate human trafficking from our community and throughout the world. So therefore, I, Mike Schmitz, Mayor of the City of Dothan, do hereby proclaim January 2014 as Human Trafficking Awareness Month. It's all yours.
Thank you. I would like to thank Mayor Schmitz, the Dothan Commission, and the City of Dothan for recognizing that human trafficking is something that we need to become more aware of. Like the proclamation says, it is a horrific injustice to the human rights. Currently in the world today, there are 29.8 million people being held in bondage against their will, doing acts of labor or commercial sex, being exploited. We think of it as a trade in Thailand or the Philippines, but in reality it happens in America, not just in cities like Atlanta or New York. It's happening here in Dothan. In August of last year, we had our first case where a person was arrested in Dothan on a trafficking charge. We ask that you become educated on the signs of trafficking. We at Love in Action Ministries have been diligently working to make our community aware since the summer of last year. And unless you know what the signs are, even for us, we didn't know until we started investigating it. And we became aware that it is around us. It is happening to people that we know. So we ask that you become educated. We speak to local groups, school groups, civic groups to bring awareness to this horrific injustice. You can visit loveandactionministries.com and click on the human trafficking link to learn more if you don't know about it. And I thank you again for having us here today.
Mayor, I know it's uncommon for commissioners to comment after the proclamation, but because it is Love in Action Ministries, that, as you're aware, and the commission's aware, that they're doing a lot.
They are.
And I said, Ken, I didn't know if I can impose. I know it's putting you on the spot, but could you tell us a little bit about what Love in Action is actually doing right now? That's a lot.
Come on down.
Thank you, Commissioner and Mayor. At Love in Action, human trafficking is one part of awareness of what we do, trying to bring awareness to the community of what's going on. We also work with the homeless here in town. We don't have shelter, but we work with them on spiritual needs and physical needs such as food, clothing, blankets, and to connect them to places like Dothan Rescue Mission where they can have shelter. We also do bus outreaches at the Dothan bus station to serve the people coming into our city. A lot of hurting people on those buses, and we're there to pray with them, serve them food, and we meet other people locally who hang out at the bus station. Bus travel is also a way that traffickers traffic people through our nation, and so we try to keep an eye out for that. We do an outreach to the Vaughn Towers on Tuesdays and Saturdays as well. We have a free health clinic for the homeless, the women of House of Ruth, and men and women from the Houston County Work Release Program. Doctors, nurses, medical professionals, dentists volunteer their time to serve there. We also provide a meal there as well. We also have a prayer ministry. Jonathan sitting right here leads that up for us. So just a lot going on locally as well as internationally. But I would take up all the commission's time if I kept talking. But we do appreciate the response that the people of Dothan give. We hear time and time again how people in Dothan, the Wiregrass, respond when there's a need. And at Love in Action, we know that to be a fact because whenever there's a need, we put the need out there, people respond. And so that's something that the city can be mighty thankful of and very proud of. And so thank you for this time.
Thank you.
Thank you.